Shit's so good. Does pussy have power? Technically, yeah. Will women use it to their advantage? Technically, yeah. However, if you Superman, hold on. Nah. It most definitely has power, but only if you're allowed to be your kryptonite. You want to be a Superman, you can't allow this to be your kryptonite. The biggest way that it has power over you as a man is because when you look at women, all you look at is sex. Now I get it, some men are going to say, well, if she's not fucking, then I ain't fucking with her. That's fine, do you, whatever, man. In the end, I still think when you get older, you're going to regret that. Because you're going to realize how many great women you passed up. And just like women, when they get older, it's harder for them to find quality men in the date market. It's going to be hard for you. But in your mind, you think you're going to want to live this way forever. And you're never going to want to settle down at all. So, you know, I mean, knock your socks off if that's what you want to do. But the moral of this video is, does it have power, and how women use it as power? They can't use it as power if you desire more in a woman than sex. Period. I mean, technically they still can, but for the most part they can't. Because you're not even going to deal with a woman that doesn't want to sleep with you. You know what I'm saying? You're not. Or a woman that's acting like she wants to be intimate with you at some point. You're not going to deal with that because you're a high value man and you know your worth. You're not going to entertain and give free non-sexual attention to women when you knowing she's fucking somebody else. But the reason why y'all men start buckling down like bitches, oh my God, I'm buckling down, and start coming out the pocket and all this other shit, is because you're not focusing on the woman. You're not focusing on who a woman is. Because when you focus on who a woman is, that means you desire a woman. And when you desire a woman, that means by default, you're going to look and make sure that the woman actually desires you. Also, you're not going to become bitter and mad and hate because you took some woman on a date and didn't get sex. Matter of fact, you're not even going to go on a date with a woman unless you think she's interested in you. It's not, see that? It's not about the sex part. It's about, is she interested in me or not? And you're not going to go on a date with a woman unless you want to go on a date or take her out to dinner. It ain't about, I'm going to take her out to dinner to smash. That's just one little example of why pussy has power over y'all. You're giving it power. It don't really have power. Technically it does if somebody gives it power. Right? Kind of like a PlayStation or something. It's got power if you give it power. You're giving it power by only wanting sex from a woman. That's why when you don't want sex from a woman, they all over you. Women all over the place. Because they can sense that energy and sense that you actually want more. These women are doing what they do because they know that's all y'all looking for. They're wrong in the sense of they shouldn't be dealing with men who only want that. Yeah. But they're right in the sense of knowing that that's all the men want, so I'm going to do this. But you, as a man, are wrong for only wanting to deal with a woman because of sex. That aura is reeking on you. She knows that's all you want. Keyword all. Of course, they all know you want sex in general. But when they can reek when that's all you want. Right? And that's what gives it the power. That's why she can play the tricks on you. Because you're not even dealing with the woman for the right intentions anyway. You should only be dealing with women for the right intentions, man. You shouldn't be going on no dinner date with no woman to try to get sex. I guarantee you, if your aura was more of, realistic, she probably would have sex with you if she liked you. I almost guarantee it. But since your aura is, let me take her on a date and try to smash, she can feel that shit and sense that shit, man. And that's what gives it the power. And that's why they can make you come out your pocket and all these other things. Because what y'all are looking for in women is just sex. So therefore, it basically got you by the balls, man. And some of y'all are going to say, well, I'll just go on to the next one. Just like a woman who is sensed by a man knowing she only wants money. She'll just go on to the next one. And so are y'all men. But again, you're going to regret that later in life. At some point, you're going to want a solid ass female. Well, they like to get married and withhold sex and all that. Well, then, not a woman that really married you for the right reasons. I don't see that happening. Not a woman that desires you. I don't see that happening. How can you desire somebody and never sleep with them? That don't make sense. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. A lot of y'all let the power of determine who you pick. Because you was thinking about the smashing part. You wasn't thinking about who the woman was. So you picked the woman that really wasn't fucking with you. You was not her first choice. And you didn't recognize that because you were so busy on worrying about smashing. Letting the pussy have power over you. Letting the pussy have power over you. By only wanting to deal with women focusing on pussy. That's how it has power over you. And that's how women have power over you too, by the way. You're supposed to be the man with the power and all that, man. But when you start thinking about sex all the time, you're bound to buckle, man. And you're bound to give up that power. Because let's say she messing with another guy. 9 times out of 10, you're going to stick around. Why? Because of sex. But if you really thought about who the woman was instead of her sex, when she cheated on you and left you for somebody else, you would have no choice. You couldn't stomach it. You couldn't look at her the same. So you would let go. It wouldn't be, man, I still want to smash, so I'm just going to keep her around. That's what happens when you start only thinking about a woman with pussy alone. When it comes to a woman, that's what gives it the power. Again, a PlayStation has power if you give power to it. Pussy has power if you give power to it. How do you stop giving it power? Stop looking at women with just sex. Look for more things in a woman than just sex. Then you're not even going to be impressed by some women who just sex. That's it. It's going to take more than that. It's going to take something special in a woman to get your attention. So she's not going to be able to deceive you out of money and all these things. Because you actually are looking for something more in a woman than just sex. So she has to come with more than just sex. And most women that are trying to fuck with you the long way ain't trying to come with nothing more. They trying to come with as least as possible. Here's the table, looks, and sex. That's all I'm going to give him. I ain't really trying. I'm just trying to get it back from him. Right? And the men who are going to get that low settling vibration are men who are only thinking about sex with women. But what if a man was thinking about more with a woman? What if a man was looking for a solid partner? See, she couldn't just sit pussy and sex or looks on the table and say, this is all I got. She gonna have to have that personality. She gonna have to have that treatment for that man. Give that man that treatment. He want all these other things. So you men cause yourself to be controlled by pussy, or cause yourself to fall by the sword of it, because that's the main thing that you think about. Well, I ain't even gonna say the main thing. It's the only thing with a lot of y'all. The main thing, I guess that's cool as long as you add in, you know, who she is and all that other shit. You know, but when it's the only thing that you're thinking about when it comes to women, it's gonna have power over you. Because you don't even care about women. You don't even care about who women are. You don't care about who they are as a person. You understand what I'm saying? You're just thinking about pussy, which means it has power over you. That's why when they start playing them games, it works. Because you be like, man, she's on that bullshit, but I still want to fuck. I still want some pussy, so I'm gonna deal with it. But when you looking for a solid ass woman, and the woman's on bullshit, you're gonna cut her the fuck off. Because why? It don't matter how good her sex is. It don't matter if you want to fuck her or not. The point is, you wanted more than sex from a woman. Some of you men are willing to play the side guy because you only care about sex. So when that woman cuts you off, or you rather settle for less sharing a woman, you're not going to cut her off. She probably going to cut you off. And you're not going to be able to handle it. So many, just like when a woman, reason why she puts up with abuse and all that bullshit from a man, because she thinks with her emotions instead of logically thinking, okay, he's no good, I'm gone. She doesn't think of it that way, right? She thinks with her emotions. So she's gonna stay put with the bullshit. Same thing with you men when it comes to pussy, man. Look for more in a woman than just sex, man. And not only will you get a top-notch right woman for you that will probably want to have sex with you 24/7 because she actually desires you, right? You're not going to be throwing away your money on the wrong woman, throwing away your seed on the wrong woman, throwing away your time on the wrong woman, throwing away your energy on the wrong woman. This is what happens when you be like, man, I just want to smash somebody. Because you're not looking at who the woman is, man. You're looking at pussy, which gives it power over you. Man, she calls me a bitch and everything. I'm going to put up with it because I just want my dick sucked, whatever. I can't leave her, dog, because I need in-house. All over some bags, dog. Men that damn near kill themselves over some fucking pussy, man. Kill each other over pussy. Think about it. You and your homeboy, you know, y'all find out this girl's playing y'all, right? But if both of y'all looked at the woman, who the woman is, when you look at women, you look at who a woman is versus sex, you're not going to fall out with your homeboys over that. Be like, man, she try to play us both. She just a no good ass woman, man. Fuck that shit, we good. But if you're looking at pussy, oh my God, I want to fuck her. Because what else could it be? What else can she offer? If she's a bad woman and she's playing both of y'all, that means she can't offer nothing as a woman because she's a bad woman. Only one thing left. Only one thing left that will cause men to fight over a woman. It's the sex. It ain't the woman. Because if it's the woman, how y'all both getting played? Make it make sense. Think. All you gotta do is think, man. It don't have power over you. And guess what? Women who are trying to manipulate and use their sex as a weapon and to control men and shit, guess what? Once they realize that it's not your kryptonite, you Superman, but it's not your kryptonite, they're gonna leave you alone. It's gonna weed them out very easily. Or if they really like you, they're gonna comply. But good women who really like you, you're not gonna have to deal with that anyway. You're not gonna have to deal with a woman trying to use her box to manipulate you. But say you're in a relationship. You know, a lot of men get controlled in relationships because of that. Well, you're with the wrong woman for one, because the right woman ain't gonna try to pull that shit on you. She ain't gonna try to do you like that, man. Plus, she worried about if you're gonna go out and try to find it somewhere else. It's the wrong ones. It's the ones you get in a relationship with that wasn't the right ones that are gonna do that. Not the right one. But it all could have been avoided if you would have looked, if you was trying to deal with women based off of who they are as a person, as a woman, and not worry about pussy so damn much. A lot of y'all won't leave a toxic woman alone just because of the sex. Or you cheat on your wife and you're going to lose your wife or your girlfriend one day because of sex. Fuck around and get a rape charge because of sex or some shit. Fall off your purpose because of sex. Because you're so focused on pussy. See, if you're focusing on a great woman, well, there's not many of them. So you ain't going to be dealing with this one and this one and this one. Ain't that some shit? When you focus on a great woman, right, you're not going to want women around you that are not great. So therefore, you're not going to be able to have this big-ass rotation of females to fuck with. But if you're thinking about just pussy, of course you can. Think about it. The power of pussy is a long rabbit hole that you do not want to go down. You become powerless as a man if you let the power of pussy have power over you. You put the pussy on a pedestal. You don't even look at who the woman is. You don't even know who you're sleeping with. Don't even know what type of spirits she probably got in her from the characteristics of who she is as a person. Because you're not looking at that. And most women know that. So what they're going to do is they're going to use that against you. But she cannot use her pussy against you if you're not a guy that's just looking for pussy in a woman. If you're actually looking for a solid woman, she can't use that. And matter of fact, a lot of women who, like I said earlier, a lot of women who just want sex from men, or they're trying to use their pussy to get the bag from you, they're going to flee once they see that you can't be manipulated by her box. Because there's nothing else she can offer that's going to make you want to comply or consider her. And even if she does have things like that to offer, she's not going to want to offer it because she doesn't really want you. She wants the bag. You see what I'm saying? See how all this shit always intertwines, man? Moral of the story is, when dealing with women, do it logically and focus on solid women. I don't care if you have a rotation or you want one woman. You still should only be dealing with solid women. It's going to be tough to have a solid rotation of solid women because they're going to sense that you're not just fucking with them the right way. They're going to sense that shit. Right? 9 times out of 10, this is why most people with rotations have a rotation of bullshit for the most part. They might have one solid one in there, you know, or 2 maybe, or something like that. But they're going to sniff that shit out too and be gone. Why you think a lot of women don't deal with, if a woman's trying to build a rotation, why you think she stays away from solid dudes that stand on their ground and hold their balls, man? She knows she can't manipulate them. She knows she ain't going to be able to do that. So she has to go after vulnerable motherfuckers. She can't pull that shit off. Imagine a woman having a circle of solid-ass, top-notch alpha males. Ain't going to happen. Why? Because, oh, man, you ain't paying me no attention. You just wanting all my non-sexual attention. You got to be fucking somebody or doing something. You ain't giving me enough energy. You got to be giving it off somewhere else. I'm gone. It'll never work. It'll never work. You'll leave that situation. You spending time with him, but don't spend time with me, or whatever. A guy that don't give a fuck, yeah. Don't know his worth, yeah, he'll put up with that. Or a guy that wants to circle, like the woman wants to circle. Either way, man, the pussy don't have power, y'all. It really don't. It only has power if you allow it to have power. So stop letting it have power. The number one way to stop letting pussy have power over you is to stop when you are looking at women, or when it comes to women, stop viewing it as just sex. Start looking at who the woman is. I don't care if you want a rotation or you just want one woman. In general, it don't matter. Either way, you gotta look at who you're dealing with. You don't want to sleep with bad type of females, man. Bad energy, bad spirits. That makes you, if you sleep with trash, you trash. Right? You don't want to do that. But on another note, man, that shit ain't got no fucking power, man. You give it power. Don't be a beta. Don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Always be more powerful than pussy. And it's going to come off way more attractive anyway. I don't care if it's a bad or a good woman. A lot of women, y'all don't even give them the room to even want to sleep with you or desire to sleep with you. You constantly all on her every time you see her, basically. And I mean that in a certain type of way, not in a, like it's a completely bad thing, because it's not. But if it's to the point that you the only one that want to fuck and she not desiring you, there's a problem there. And that usually happens when all you think about is pussy, sleeping with her. She can feel that aura, but she can also feel that aura of, nah, man, let me give him something. It look like I ain't got his attention fully. It just works in your favor, man, when you don't look for when you look at women and it ain't just about pussy. When you really try to really look at women and look at who they really are. She can't control you in a relationship with it. She can't control you in the dating scene with it. If she's coming to manipulate you for a bag or anything like that, that's not going to work either. Because at the end of the day, you're looking at who the woman is. And that's what you're trying to like overall. Y'all have a good day, man. Stay strong. Use your brain.